Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome to the third episode of Skywars Top 5 Fails of the Week. Now, before we get into the video, I just quickly want to say that the 10K Q&A will not be out till after Thanksgiving break, and that is because I've got a lot of schoolwork to do before I go home for Thanksgiving break, and I will not be taking my PC with me for Thanksgiving break, so I won't have it for about 4 days. So I do not have the time to look through all of the comments that you guys left and pick the questions and answer them and make the video, so hopefully you guys do understand. But without further ado, let's get into our honorable mentions. Starting us off, we've got Fireman716, who's playing on the map Tribute, and he sees a guy who's low and tries to get the final taps on him, but the guy has speed, so he manages to escape, but he gets cleaned by another guy, and that other player has strength, and Fireman716, knowing this, backs away and ends up backing away into the hole in Tribute. Next up, we've got It's Chris, who's playing on the map Shire, and he's doing the infamous Shire effect that almost everyone does, rushing with Ecologist, and he's got a good start here. He's got 2 kills right off the bat, and as you guys will see, he actually gets outplayed by a skeleton that comes out of nowhere.
Brando.
Can you not die? I'm trying to get shit.
I don't have any armor and I'm using an iron axe. I can't make any promises.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Oh god!
Legend.
A skeleton killed me in the end!
Our third and final honorable mention comes in from VIP Jack 89, who's playing on the map Sentinel, and as he's jumping, he gets shot off and manages to block clutch, and then tries to build to middle and actually gets snowballed at by a different guy and manages to block clutch twice, and then he waits to make his next move because he knows people are looking at him, so he sees this guy, knocks him off, and that guy actually turns out to be a hacker that checks points and then kill orders on him, gets him really low, he manages to kill him, and then this other guy is bowing at him, he tries to block up and then gets shot by the guy. That's a rip. Coming in at this week's number 5 spot, we've got daddydante, who's doing the F5 challenge on Shire, and he makes good use of the Ecologist kit and uses it to get to mid as quickly as possible, and as you guys can see, he gets chased by this other guy, so he quickly grabs a mid chest, turns around, and then flawlesses that guy, and then uses his strength to chain onto the leather that's behind him and gets both those kills, taking relatively no damage. Then he loots mid, gets a couple more chests and armor, and then takes on a 1v1 with this guy. daddydante is still using an iron axe, and this guy's got, looks like a diamond sword, and he's got an iron helmet. He's definitely outgearing daddydante, but daddydante is being smart, using speed and snowballs to his advantage, and manages to kill the guy with 1 heart remaining and gets a corrupted pearl from him. So then he heals up and then waits a little bit, and then sees this guy that he could knock off and pearls to him, manages to knock him off while glitching the block, and then gets crit out by the other guy because he's glitched in and cannot get out. That is a rip, my dude. Taking this week's number 4 spot, we've got DanFi, who's actually doing the no armor challenge on the map Shire and using the Shire effect to his advantage, and makes quick use of backstabbing this 3/4 diamond while they're in a chest, taking only like 4 hearts of damage, and then quickly moves on to the next person and actually gets a lucky knockoff on this guy while he's bridging, and then wastes no time using strength on the 3rd person, and then after killing that person, he makes his way straight to middle with some nice speed bridging, gets to middle and actually sees this fight here, and plays it smart with janitoring by killing the no armor and then using strength to kill the half diamond, and then gets pearls over to the next guy and uses his strength to crit him out, and then goes over to the last guy, or no, second to last guy, and his pearl actually glitches, as a result he gets stuck in a block and then crit out. That would have been a good challenge if you had won. Securing this week's number 3 spot, we've got Comedy QWERTY, who's playing on the map Submerge, and he sees this guy that's trapping and tries to play it smart because he's got a decent amount of kills, and then jumps down on top of the guy not knowing there's no blocks beneath him, and falls through him and cannot make the pearl clutch and dies with 8 kills. And I would not want to be his keyboard. Our runner-up for this week, taking the number 2 spot, is Lupid with a funny little fail here. So he sees this guy in his island on Tribute and blocks him up with wood, and then places TNT and then lights in an attempt to blow the guy up, and brings his bow back ready to shoot, and the TNT blows up, deflects, blowing up the part of the map that Lupid is standing on, and knocks him into the void. And finally, taking this week's number 1 spot, we've got Autofog, who is a legend among players. So he's in a final 1v1 with this guy, and the fight is fairly even. No one's really got an advantage or anything. And Auto actually tries to block up this lava with a block, and then the opponent goes around those blocks, knocks Otto off. Otto turns and makes a nice pearl clutch into the tree, really nice pearl clutch actually, and then blocks up to regenerate health. His opponent pearls after him and tries to place lava on him, but cannot do so because Otto is blocked up. So then the opponent picks up the lava, breaks a block, places lava on him, and Otto tries to extinguish himself, but places water and obsidian traps himself, and then he dies. So that is going to be it for this week's episode of Skywars Top 5 Fails of the Week. If you guys did enjoy, please make sure to drop a like, consider subscribing if you are new, and share this video around with your friends that you think might enjoy this. But yeah, if you guys want to submit clips again, you can go to submit them to skywarstop5fails@gmail.com, or you can go to the Google form that is found in the description. Either one works. You guys will probably find the Google form easier, but just a little guideline, I'm looking for clips generally that are relatively recent, so try not to submit me clips that are like 6 months old or something. I'd prefer no more than 2 months old or something, because I would like to keep it relatively recent. So please keep that in mind, and also do not fake or attempt to fake a fail in order to get in. I had a couple submissions this week that were obviously faked, and those were, I immediately just discarded them and didn't even give them a second look, because I just knew it just looks bad. Like, if you fake something like a fail, it looks bad. Like, the genuine ones are the funniest and the I guess the best clips, so just keep that in mind when you are submitting. And without further ado, have an awesome day. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.